How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Night in the Woods. So in the previous episode, we had a band practice, and May told everyone about what happened. And so we're about to start investigating, and we're starting with May and B in the library. And we're going to check on the newspaper records from back in the day to see if we can find some clues. Hey! Closing in 2 hours. Okay, cool. Any idea where the microfiche is? Microfiche. Microfiche. Give me a second. My phone just did something because I guess it thinks I'm talking to it. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what I said to make my phone think that I was talking to it. I just heard like a strange woman's voice coming from the other side of my apartment. It freaked me out a bit. Alright, the microfiche is on the 3rd floor. Okay, thanks. Up, up, up. Slow night? Yep. Spooky here? All alone? I'd be spooked. Eh. Larry's wandering around here somewhere. Who the heck is Larry? Alright, so we gotta go to the 3rd floor to find the microfiche. So we're on the 2nd floor now. Looks like a computer lab of some sort. Also, there's gonna be a lot of dialogue in this episode because we're gonna read a whole bunch of stuff. Just a warning. Looks like someone left something open on this one. It's a resume. Bob Targ. Born 1967. 50 years old. Let's see. Experience. Mining, construction, well drilling. I never think about getting a job when I'm old. 50's not really old. I mean, you should have money then, right? Ideally. It should be like guaranteed. Should be guaranteed in general. You gonna join my young socialist chatterbox group? Ooh, looks like the kids section is over here. Holy crap. What? It's Charity Barity. What's Charity Barity? How do you not know Charity Barity? I assume this is something from school. The school of being 5 freaking years old. Alright. So this was a thing you liked as a kid? No, I hated Charity Barity. It does look really hateable. It was like you were kidnapped by a cult. And when they were like brainwashing you instead of some cult guy with a wavy dagger and a magic mask. That's not... Okay, yeah, go on. Instead of that, it was this effing pink nightmare. You were scared of it? No, I was bored to death. I like her head shaking animation. My voice is already like drying out. I have some water for this one since I know I'm gonna be reading a lot. It was taking forever about like, or it was talking forever about like being kind to others and like, I don't know, helping an old neighbor do engine repair. That sounds nice. Charity Barity helps old Mr. Plonko fix his hovercraft. Ah, no. That's the worst part. It always rhymed. Charity Barity. Pink Nightmarity. Charity Barity. I just don't carity. Jeez, they sure made a lot of these books. I think they're still making them. This one looks pretty old. Charity Barity. Danger everywhereity. That's vague and disconcerting. Could have just kept updating that one book. Charity Barity doesn't look all that bad. Seems like he has a good message to children about helping people or something. Alright, that was the second floor, so we gotta go to the third floor. Going up. The only thing here was Charity Barity. Sniff, sniff. Oh wow, it's dusty up here. It's old up here. Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here? Yep, ghost. Or something. Whatever he was, he walked through a chain link fence. Or flew over it. Or something. While carrying something. Oh right, well, that's even more impressive. So we're gonna go find this guy. Because he took someone. And he's like somehow connected to this thing I've been going through. And that's not good. That all sounded a lot more badass in my head. That's okay. It was fine. Alright. Let's go find this dang microfiche. That looks like it's it. Is there anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's get on the microfiche. Alright, there she is. Cool. So, I have no idea how to use it. Really? I can't know how to do everything. I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far? This whole thing was my idea. No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least a tiny bit of research on it. If you think it's so stupid, why are you here? Because you're my friend, you asshole. Aww. Are we friends, Beatrice? Here, let me get this thing set up. We'll be here all night if your dumbass is in charge. Alright, so what are we looking for? I want to steer. No. Move, I'm steering. Ow. Jeez, May. I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this? Step 1, look at the screen. Step 2, move around and look at stuff. Step 3, find ghost. Sure. Alright, so we get to read newspaper clippings. We're looking for ghostly stuff. And there are a lot of newspaper clippings. So let's read them all. This is interesting, but yeah, not exactly about a ghost. Pie piracy. Dear citizens, please make note to keep your pies safe during the pleasant weather we are experiencing. Several ladies have reported pies from their kitchens disappearing at alarming rates. Even worse, the picky culprit is leaving behind only the rhubarb pies. Until this criminal is caught, or the bad weather returns, we remind our housewives to make use of their pie safes. Indoors, or stick to rhubarb. The Stanley T. Possum statue, known by residents as Posse, is finally slated for demolition. Posse closed in 1967, but Richard Coulson, not of Samuel, had hopes of refurbishing the statue for new generations. Posse stood silent for close to 60 years, witnessing the beginnings of the demise of the railroad, the mines, and the coke works that ushered in its existence, his existence. Teens and other vandals broke into Posse over the years, and climbing up through Posse became a rite of passage for many young people in the area. Residents have been torn over what to do with the beloved but derelict structure over the years, but 3 years ago, pressure began mounting to have it torn down. A storm knocked off Posse's ear, and the next year Ralph Jenkins fell from the staircase and broke both legs. Samantha Coulson Glick, daughter of Richard, finally agreed that it was time for Posse to go. The demolition will begin at 12 p.m. on Saturday, and viewing areas will be set up at a safe distance. No ghost to be found here. The way you say ghost, it sounds like you don't believe me. Alright, Progress Springs in Possum Springs. Randolph Stalford, owner of the Bell's Hole Mine Works, has partnered with Samuel Coulson, owner of Coulson Coke Works, Daniel Glick, railroad magnate, and prominent business owner Harrison Schreigeist, to make some stunning improvements through the town. The four men desire to build a model of progressive living right here in Possum Springs. The old miners' double house on Elm Street will be torn down and replaced with spacious single homes. A new elementary school will be opened nearby, along with a new state-of-the-art recreation center courtesy of Arnold Applebaum. This is in addition to the improvements Randolph Stafford promised the previously striking miners. This one? No ghost. So a lot of these are just sort of an insight or backstory to the town of Possum Springs. Alright, there has been another sighting of the albino groundhog. The groundhog from a very reliable source this time. Edgar Studer reports that he saw the pure white beast digging near Shade Gap. Mr. Studer has declined to give any more of an exact location and implores his fellow hunters to admire this anomaly from afar and leave him to his business. We cannot agree more with this upstanding citizen and remind townsfolk that if you're interested in seeing an albino creature, to stop by Sudi's barbershop for a peek at an albino raccoon. We're certain this will assist your mind in completing the search for the groundhog. No ghost here. So we read all those. Oh, here's something about a ghost. Local ghost, Little Joe, at it again. As the school children are quick to inform you, Possum Springs has at least one resident who won't show up on any census survey. Little Joe, purportedly the ghost of Joe Shade, a miner who died in mysterious circumstances some decades ago, is a favorite spook story of the whimsical and weird members of our community. His most recent activities seem to involve getting up out of his coffin in the old section of Possum Springs Cemetery and strolling around, unnerving visitors to the largest graveyard in Deep Hollow County. His grave has become a destination for unruly and often destructive local youths. And as such, Possum Springs City Council is considering erecting an iron gate to protect the historical tombstones that fill the small hollow where Joe Shade lies buried. Police have also stepped up patrols in the area, so be warned, thrill seekers. You may not see a ghost, but you may see a fine for trespassing. So let's click on this one. Oh, look. Scooch, so I can see. Graveyard? That's a gimme. I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them. Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh, cool. That's where his grave is. I'm actually interested in that. How could you not be interested? This is like actual dangerous ghost stuff. I like history. Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history. Ha ha ha. That's actually pretty good. Alright, so we have our first clue. The old part of the cemetery. Strike. A strike at Stafford Mine has been called. The idea first arose after the memorial for the 1888 explosion victims. Miners gathered in the home of Arthur Borowski to continue the memorial to their friends. They also began recounting all of the promises the bosses had reneged. That's a word I haven't seen before. On this past year, including basic safety measures to avoid another explosion. A group of 20 miners entered the mines to begin the strike, and 30 more joined them before morning. All work has been stopped at the mine, and the miners are now striking in 8-hour shifts. Their wives and children have begun to bring food and water for the men. The bosses have stated that the mines are safer than they were a year ago, and that there is no need to act in this manner. Is Arthur Borowski May Borowski's grandfather? I forgot his name. No ghost here. I figured she would say something about seeing her last name. Borowski's not a very common one. New old store in town center. The Old Pickaxe hardware store is set to have its grand opening this Saturday. We received a sneak peek of the store yesterday, and our town will benefit greatly from this new addition. Roy Burge is bringing 25 years of building experience into his new venture and has stocked the shelves with all the nuts, bolts, and nails you can need for any project, plus the latest in tools. Stop by to see the latest trends in everything from handsaws to hammers. Best of luck, Mr. Burge. Possum Massacre. Severe violence broke out at the Stafford Mine strike today. The bosses arrived to attempt to renew talks and were taunted by some of the children present. Rocks were thrown at the National Guard, and strike breakers opened fire on the crowd. After a few minutes, the smoke cleared and the gory scene revealed. 9 miners are dead, with a dozen more injured. A young brother and sister were also shot dead as they were delivering a package of food to their father and uncle, who was on strike below when the shooting broke out. The photograph of the 2 children, aged 7 and 9, who were shot in cold blood, has circulated far outside of our little county. The heinous act led to a personal visit from the governor to the strike site to meet with strikers. Independent inspectors were also brought in, and talks finally began 45 days since the start of the strike. The bosses have agreed to comply to the current safety standards and to honor the demands of the miners. No ghost. So another tragedy at the mine. Looks like no ghost here. An explosion occurred at 6:20 a.m. at the Stafford Mine. All work has ceased while men attempt to rescue any survivors. So far, 3 men have been pulled out alive, along with 20 dead. The explosion occurred 10 miles deep in the mine, and only one group of men were able to escape before the elevator's ropes snapped, and the next group of men plummeted to their death. So far, hopes of finding more survivors are low. The main path to the tunnel caved in due to the explosion, and supervisors are still attempting to piece together exactly where everyone was during the accident. Oops, I pressed it again. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of reading in this one. Let's find a, so that's Little Joe. What's this one say? Samuel Coulson has purchased 10 acres of land on the outskirts of Possum Springs. When we inquired as to what Mr. Coulson would use the land for, he would only remark that what was coming here would delight both young and old for years to come. We are very anxious and delighted. Okay, this one looks ghosty. Underground gases afflict many. The houses on Larsh Street have been evacuated after the discovery of gas buildup in the basements was found to have led to hallucinations and scattered members of the households. For the past several weeks, residents have been complaining of family members who began hearing voices or seeing things that were not there. One older woman was found having an animated discussion with an empty chair. When pressed, she calmly explained that she was talking to her sister, who had passed away some 50 years ago. 2 nights ago, the son of Carson Zimmer ran out of the house and leapt into Cooper's Pond, 1 mile up the road. Moments before this, the child had been readying for bed and, according to another sibling, became increasingly agitated. The last words he uttered were about some sort of song before he dashed out of the house and into the night, where his watery grave awaited him. This last event persuaded residents to request help from officials to see if this is related to St. Louvain's lantern, a phenomenon where exposure to specific underground gases leads certain victims to experience waking dreams, auditory hallucinations, and a sense of unseen presences. Preliminary tests indicate that gas is present in the homes, and mining officials are moving the residents until more tests can be completed. So that's ghosty enough. I guess not. Let's look for some more. So that's something about the Stanley T. Possum statue. Spectral happenings at Possum Jump. 2 local sweethearts were startled this past Sunday night as they hiked along the wooded overlook known as Possum Jump. According to the Lovebirds, at approximately 11:45 p.m., a figure appeared to walk from the edge of the cliff out into the open air and then disappeared. Forestry workers the next morning were unable to locate any evidence of anyone having leapt from the great height, leaving the exact nature of what the 2 saw a mystery. A decent hike up into the State Forest Hills, Possum Jump is famous for its beautiful view of the Echo Reservoir. It also holds historical importance as it hosts the lonely graves of several persons involved in the Possum Massacre. Hey, look at this. Yeah. Looks like Possum Jump. Let me read it. It's Possum Jump. Okay, yeah, that's back up in the state park, right? Yeah. Ever been up there? Nope. Gonna check it out, though. Go nuts. That's actually probably only a mile or so from Mrs. Miranda's house. Back up in the hills. All kinds of stuff up there. Well, I'll try to avoid any basements. Or corpse husbands. Co-signed. What's all these opinions here? We would like to remind the men of our town to please refrain from spitting on the sidewalk. This unsanitary habit is unseemly and beneath you. Parents, please be sure your daughters are not participating in the new trend of skirts showing the ankles. I do not think we need to remind you which road of brimstone this temporary fashion trend will lead your dear daughters down. I have been witnessing more and more teenaged girls coming into our town on a Saturday night, unchaperoned, using vulgar slang terms, certainly unfit for me to print here, and blocking the sidewalks by walking arm in arm. They are loud and also flirt with boys unabashedly while smoking cigarettes. These young ladies need to be stopped before our young ladies get any ideas if our boys fall in with the wrong girl. Or our boys fall in with the wrong girl. Young men have been seen around Possum Springs engaging in the ridiculous behavior of wearing mismatched patterns in their suits. This type of outfit may be all the rage in Bright Harbor, but good luck getting any respectable businessman around here to employ you. You all look like rabid clowns. Councilman Puchinskaya's plan for 3rd Street is a joke. What else is there to say? Alright, ghostly rumors haunt new historical society. Need to drink some water again. Looks like it's about little Joe again. Alright, the Possum Springs Historical Society's conversion of the Schreigeist House into its new headquarters and education center has hit a snag. Custodial head Jed Newsome has resigned, citing strange occurrences in the old manor. I'd be there after hours doing my work and I'd hear someone walking around trying doorknobs. I came out to see who was fooling, but there was never nobody there, said Newsome. Trying to get this map room operational for the children, all the while I'm looking over my shoulder expecting to see God knows what. Mr. Newsome had previously requested to work only daylight hours when other staff were present in the building, but even that proved to be too terrifying. I don't go to the off-limits area anymore. I don't go up past the 2nd floor, and then only to go to the office. I know the others laugh, say I'm seeing little Joe or something, but they call it, or they can all go spit. They can all go spit. Little Joe, for the uninitiated, was a local ghost story popular some years ago. The Possum Springs Historical Society has refused to comment on Mr. Newsome's claims at this time. Hey, hey, hey. Ghost spotted. Historical Society. History that won't stay history. In a history place. History place? Yeah, I've never been. You didn't go back in school? I think this was when I wasn't in school. Oh, after the softball incident. Yeah, mostly just watched TV and did therapy. Well, it's actually a pretty cool old house. Used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something. Railroad, mine, steel mill, something like that. An actual haunted house? No. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have, like, summer arts and crafts programs. Oh, well, still worth checking out. Okay, well, that's like 3 leads. Let's boogie. Let's boogie? Also, is that it? Yeah, that's it. 3 clues. We got 3 leads. You're a regular detective. Borowski, a detective of ghosts. Alright, let's go. I think there was a couple of more news clippings I could have read, but it was just like town stuff, nothing too exciting. So, we've got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week? Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless, but do you? Nope. No license, no credit cards, don't believe in money. You just believe in other people's cars and money. I didn't choose to be born into this society. Okay, well, I have, you know, a job. So I can't drive you around to all these spots. I can maybe do the graveyard. I need to go there anyway. Cool. I'll see if Greg wants to do the other 2. You know, like, and I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Hey nerd, ever heard that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over again. So we've just been in a loop since we were living in caves? Yeah, that's science. Oh my freaking god. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, that was like 30 minutes of reading news articles. Ahem. What is that Miss Quelcy? Quelcy or Kelsey? Oh wow. Haven't seen her since graduation. She was always kind of badass. School district did not fund that art program at all, but she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist. Wow, I never realized. I think they pay her in bits of string and empty soda cans. Thank you all for coming to this second meeting of the Possum Springs Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Yeah. Tonight we have new poems from myself and Fisherman Jones and Selma Ann Forrester. I will start us off with one of my own. They don't actually pay her in string, right? She's from some big city, right? Yeah. How'd she end up here? Who knows? Ahem. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student. The subject of my stories. I tell friends back home. When they ask about life, out here in the sticks, it's you. I worry at the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know, it was you, Brian. Thanks, everyone. Poor Miss Quelcy. At least she's blowing off some steam. Next up, Fisherman Jones. So that's the fisherman from down in the tunnel. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us. Two poems. They're short, though. 2 poems. Take it away. Hi, folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels, tunnel eels. I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime, but never do you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's one poem. The next one is shorter. This is called Tunnel Frogs. Tunnel frog swims in the dark, must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me, but what do you know, amphibie? That's it. That's great, Fisherman Jones, thank you. He definitely talks to the actual fish. Oh, most definitely. Finally, a poem by Selma Ann Forrester. Yay, Selmers! Thanks, May. You know her. Dude, she's like your neighbor. Oh. She writes these really funny, dorky, short poems. I'm up for something short and funny. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs. Ha ha ha! She's not wrong. No reception here. I wave my black phone in the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, babyface boy, billionaire, phone app sold, made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World where house buying jobs became rent paying jobs, became living with family jobs. Boy, billionaires. Money is access, access to politicians, waiting for us to die. Lead in our water, or lead in our water, alcohol, and painkillers. Replace my job with an app, replace my dreams of a house and a yard. With a couch in the basement. The future is yours. Forced 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement. They're in the house and the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to the West Coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground. That wasn't exactly a silly, dorky poem. Holy shit. Wow. Damn. Damn, son. Huh. She rhymed entrepreneur. I don't even know what that word means. Thanks, everyone. Is she always like this? No. Wow. Huh. Thanks, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Hey, Selmers. What? I liked your weird poem. Thanks. I wrote it myself. Wait, was the assumption that she didn't write it her... Nice work, Smelmer. I don't like that nickname. What are you two... Sorry. It's cool. Can we go now? Smelmer. Okay, thanks for coming. We live here? Right, so... Find out anything about your ghost? Yeah? Tell him, B. There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost. Not just any ghost, Little Joe. I don't really remember Little Joe. He's a ghost miner. He died in mysterious circumstances. Wow. I know, right? Mysterious. I thought you were, like, afraid of this ghost. Like, filled with, like, dread and shit. I'm terrified. Okay. So, it mentioned 3 different places we can all check out. I have to work and stuff. Yeah, Greg and I also have to work. You guys skip out on work all the time. Maybe we can, like, split this up. Share custody of you and your ghost. What places were you thinking about? The graveyard. I call that one. It's close and not illegal. Is there an illegal one? Sure is. The Historical Society. You know, you don't have to, like, break in. The people there, like, get paid to show it to you. Anyway, I'm in for the Historical Society. Awesome. So, what did I get stuck with? Possum Jump. Wow. I know Possum Jump. We used to go there in Scouts. Perfect. Okay. I need to, like, actually get home and do work. This is gonna be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death. All right, so hold on. Ugh. Sorry, I was like sipping water this entire time, but I have to keep my vocal cords not drying out because there's a lot of reading. So, what have we done? We went to the library and we have our tasks split up between the three of our friends. And that's pretty much the rest of the game. Most of the rest of the game is investigating this ghost. So, I don't know which one we're gonna do first. I want to say it's bees or something, but we will see. Let's talk to Dad. Ugh. Yeah, seems like that's going around. The ugh. Yeppers. So, you and Mom had a bit of a fight yesterday, huh? Yeah. I thought you two were getting along. We are. Just a bump. You two. Always two alike. I guess. I got your chill and her smartassness. I just hate to see you two on the outs again. It'll be fine. We're cool. So, we're having money problems. What? No, we're fine. Dad. May, it's fine. It's okay, I'm 20. I can handle it. Nothing to handle. Okay. Might just head up to bed tonight. Sounds good, kid. Been a long couple of days. It has been a long couple of days for everyone, it seems. So let's go upstairs and go to bed. I wonder if the new working clock downstairs thinks this clock is scary. Big old thing upstairs. Like you, but different, huge and spooky. Making weird noises at night. Oh, I can't find this thing spooky. It's a piece of Granddad. We need more of those. Alright, let's go to bed. I ain't afraid of no sleep. I ain't afraid of no bed. Let's look at the laptop first. Oh, Angus is online. I was like, who is that? Hey, May. Let me know when you want to go to the park. I looked up a map and it's pretty straight shot to Possum Jump. Okay, great. We never really get a chance to hang out. It'll be fun, I think. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Night, sir. Tips Fedora. Yo, I looked up the Historical Society on the internet. It's real old, but then they did big renovations. Oh, really? I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's a ghost, but old stuff that just got torn up seems like Ghost Central. How so? Oh, well, you're a ghost hanging out in an old house, and then someone puts in a pool where you died or something. Haunted pools would be actually pretty scary. I'm spooked. I'm going to bed. Hey, let me know when you want to hit the cemetery. I should be around most nights this week. I don't know. Thanks, B. Don't thank me too hard. I'm going there anyway, and it's like right down the road. You're ruining this. Oh, in that case. You are so incredibly welcome, and also you better not forget this big favor. That's more like it. I'm falling asleep. Had fun tonight. Sorry if I was grouchy. It's just... it's fine. Wait, did you fall asleep? Lol. Fell asleep on your keyboard. All right, well, we're gonna go to bed and end the episode. And when we come back, oh wait, hold on. I don't know if we're gonna have some dreams or not. Yeah, it looks like we are. So we got a dream sequence again. I almost forgot about these things. The last one was a haunted ghost train thing. I guess this one's just a very quiet city. Let's jump this way. Gotta find all the band members again. Oh man. Talk about a long fall, am I right? Alright, where are these guys at? Let me activate one of these light things. Here's one. Alright, how many more? We got like 2 more to find. I think I'll go this way. Oh, I can't jump on that. There's that, fox-looking guy smoking. I guess May's granddad was a fox. Must have been. May's got a weird bloodline. She turned out being a cat. Alright, let's go this way. Let's jump up. Can I make it? Can I even go that way? I'm gonna have to find some kind of way to do it. Oh, I can probably jump here. Yeah. Whoa, fish! I wonder what this demon thing is going to be at the end of this one. They're always different animals. Alright, let's go. I think we found them all. Just gotta remember how to get back to the, whatchamacallit. Is it down here? Or did I mess up? I think I messed up. Let's go back up. I think it was up, right? Because we fell down a long ways. Jump! Let's go this way. We're gonna try... No, this isn't it. I think it's this way, actually. Sorry, I get lost in these things easily. Whoa, big jump. Where do we go now? Yeah, I think we're heading the right way. I hope so, anyway. Jeez, that really was a long way down. I guess I'll go this way. Oh yeah, okay. There it is. Oh, that was different. Usually it's like a guitar or something. Alright, so that was the library episode, pretty much. So we found out 3 places that we're going to be checking out with each of our friends to see if we can find some clues as to what's going on in May Borowski's head, and we're also trying to see if we can get some explanations on what May saw at the Harfest Festival. So, as usual, thank you for watching my Night in the Woods playthrough, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.